how did you balance the family, the business, like, because that's a big challenge. Like, as someone that also has their own business and works nonstop, it's a challenge to kind of find
Yeah,
time to do everything else.
it's first of all, you remove anything that isn't moving you forward in some way. So if you're doing something like video games or mindlessly watching TV, that shit's got to go immediately, right? So you need to just free up as much time. I had this conversation with somebody today, so it's really fresh, which is great. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you remove all that, and then you start looking at the people you surround yourself with, and you lose friends very quick. Like that's the hardest part of trying to push to do more, is you're going to lose people really quick. Because I'm like, oh, come on, like come out drinking, and I'm like, I could go out drinking and waste an entire night, and then the next morning, or I could shoot and edit a video, or I could be emailing people or trying to get a hold of somebody who's in a different time zone because that's their time zone. And then a lot of it after that is, I mean, really like having a supportive person with you, whether that's like a friend or family member, or in my case, my wife. You need to have somebody who understands because it's a psychopath life. It's not friendly to most people
Mm-hmm.
because it's like you're just going all the time and you're just
Yep.
constantly pushing. So that part's tough. And then the last thing is just organized and scheduled. Like you have to look at every 15 minutes of your day as what am I doing in that 15-minute block. Start with the day, right? If you're not good with scheduling, go like, what am I accomplishing today?
Mm-hmm.
Pick one or two things, and then eventually get down to the point where like every 5 minutes is scheduled, and like, hey, I have 5 minutes to go to the bathroom. I have 5 minutes to go refill my water bottle. I have 5 minutes. Like that's the point I got to probably last year, where I was like, I knew every 5 minutes. Nate's worked with me. He understands kind of my level of like, hey Nate, it's been 2 days. Our agreement is I will have footage in 2 days, and it'll be like to the hour. And it's like it's going in the Dropbox right now, like that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Sarah's worked with me on a project, which was interesting. She got to see the very intense marketing version of me, which is a little different than friend and announcer Jacob. It's
Sure.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, you could speak to it more, but
my
yeah,
day
it's
job, AWE worked with your previous marketing agency, Wild Lives. They still work with them.
yeah,
So sitting in with you in the meetings is always a little cheeky because it's like you and I both have our very best business, voices on
yeah,
what we do, but we also know what each other's like outside of it, like with the in Formula Drift and
yeah.
raising your eyebrows at that.
No, it's just yeah, it's just like the business side is you have to be professional in those
Of
situations
course,
because like
yeah,
all marketing is gambling with other people's money. Because like
Mm-hmm.
in the case of AWE, they went, here's our budget, here's what we want to do, here's how we think it's going to roll out.
hmm
Right? You have to make the best decisions on our behalf, and it needs to make money, and that's how this
yeah.
is going to work. And that's basically what. And if you do well, the client's happy, and if you don't do well, then you get fired, and that's just how
Yep.
it works.